Celebrity, the 1998 film, had a fantastic premise, and I was very much looking forward to it, and the cast is incredible. It's directed and written by Woody Allen. I thought this is going to be brilliant. And to be honest, I'm very much confused with how I feel about this film. So I'm actually doing this review mostly to see what you think of it and see if anybody else actually has a strong opinion either way about this. So it's quite a long film. I think it's just under 2 hours. Or long for certainly 1998. And the description from IMDb says the fortunes of a husband and wife differ drastically after they divorce. And that's basically it. And Kenneth Branagh, who I love, plays a writer. And he's brilliant in this. He's the driving force. For me, he is definitely the driving force behind this. And he's got a great personality. He feels down on his luck, and he meets some interesting characters along the way. And that's about it. Like, he's gone through this divorce with his wife, and that's it. That's literally all that happens. He meets some people, some things happen to his wife. There are a few points where it feels a little bit trippy, almost like he's in a daze. But really, there's nothing much that happens along the film, and it feels like it's not this, but it feels like several short stories built into one. It's not, but that's what it feels like. The things I did like about this, I liked the performances. I thought everybody was very well acted all around. Winona Ryder is in this, not as much as I would have liked, but she is in this. There are quite a few names in this, actually. J.K. Simmons is in it, Charlize Theron, some other people, a lot of other people actually. It's a very, very big cast for this. And I liked the fact that it was done in black and white. I thought that was a very good decision because it gives it almost like a spectator feel, like you're watching an older film, like this happened a long time ago. And I don't know why I liked it, because the narrative wasn't interesting, so I don't know why I liked the fact that I could watch it from that perspective. But I think it just gave it something else that made it a little bit more interesting than what it otherwise was. Obviously, the fact that it's set around Hollywood with actors and writers and directors, these characters are all very interesting to me. The way they interact gives you an insight into some of the more peculiar sides of Hollywood. So there were elements of it that I liked. And as I said, Kenneth Branagh's character was very enjoyable, and I did certainly like him. But the narrative itself was not thrilling. Not much happened. And when things did happen, it felt out of place. It felt like it had been forced in there. I just couldn't really... it was very unbelievable. And that's always a problem, because if you can't invest emotionally into the way the story is going, you're gonna lose interest and stop caring pretty quickly. And I think that's what's happened with me. I kind of stuck with it because I really like Kenneth Branagh and I really like Winona Ryder. But other than that, there's not much going for it. I probably will never ever watch it again. I think it may be a bit of a choice film. It might be something that, if it's your kind of film, you're probably going to really like it and get more from it than perhaps I did or what somebody else would. But if it's not your kind of film, then it's a bit of a drag. And it hasn't put me off Woody Allen films, hasn't put me off Branagh films, none of that. I watched it, I'm going to forget that I watched it after doing this video. But if you've seen it and liked it, please let me know. I'd really like to know that there is love and support for this. I don't know if I mentioned, it has a 6.3 out of 10 score on IMDb. So it's not a hated film. It's just, maybe it just wasn't my kind of film. But it had some positives. Always try and find the positives, and there definitely were some, just not that many. If you've seen Celebrity, let me know what you think, and also if it lived up to your expectations. For me, my expectations weren't that high, but it really didn't meet them.